I often stop and look at this strange installation. To anyone else, it probably makes no sense, but to me, it's my family's coat of arms, the story of my family, and a reminder that miracles do happen. My parents dreamed of having grandchildren and were always trying to get me married. My mother used to say that if I ever did get married, it would take a miracle. Well, this is my wife, my miracle. Tell me, how could I not fall in love with her? So there were only 5 days left until New Year's Eve. One evening, on my way home, I suddenly decided to stop by a small shop. It was as if some invisible force had drawn me there. The owner turned out to be a mysterious, elegant woman. Unlike anyone I had ever met, she greeted me warmly, almost as though she had been expecting me, and said she had a New Year's gift for me. She opened a box. Inside was a very unusual-looking gadget. She picked it up and explained how it worked. You take 2 photographs. The first one is of the place where you're standing. As I later discovered, that's the place you'll return to. The second photograph is of the place you want to go. Then you press the button and you're transported there. Press it again and you're back where you started. If you want to travel somewhere else, you have to delete the second photo. The gadget can only store 2 pictures. I would have laughed it off, but she demonstrated it right in front of me. Then she deleted the photos, handed me the gadget, and escorted me out of the shop. The moment the door closed behind me, the lights inside went out. I stood there, stunned and utterly bewildered. When I got home, I turned on the television, but curiosity got the better of me, and despite my doubts, I decided to try the strange gift. I assumed it was some kind of New Year's prank, a trick, a practical joke. I was wrong. It worked exactly as she had described. I'll never forget the strange sensation of losing all awareness of my body. Oddly enough, it was rather pleasant. I sat back down in front of the TV. There was a lovely young woman on the screen. I took a picture of her destination, then for some reason carefully slipped the gadget into its case before activating it, as though something was telling me to do exactly that. Why not go and introduce myself? That introduction never happened. When I returned home, I deleted the photograph. That's when my family crest began to take shape. The background appeared first. That curtain hanging there was my very first trophy. The following evening, I switched on the television again. I sat down, and once again, I couldn't resist. This time, there were girls dancing. By then, I already knew exactly what to do. Unfortunately, I never got the chance to introduce myself. That's how I ended up with this sword. I deleted the photograph afterward. New Year's Eve finally arrived. In just a few hours, I was supposed to celebrate with my friends. Then, the television showed the woman of my dreams. I decided I'd like to offer her a glass of champagne. What happened next happened. We stared at each other in complete shock. Then we started calling our parents and our friends. She changed into my clothes, and somehow in that moment, she suddenly felt so close, so familiar, as if she had always belonged there. Later, we sat together in my kitchen, welcoming the new year. The table was modest, just champagne and chocolate, but it was the happiest celebration of my life. In the end, I did get to treat her to that glass of champagne.
Sure, it's a pity the gadget is gone, but it had fulfilled its purpose. I'm married now, and I'm happy. As for miracles, I can assure you they happen around us all the time. We're simply so preoccupied with ourselves that we fail to notice them and take them for granted. Very soon, our family is about to witness another great miracle. There will be 3 of us, and this time, the gadget has nothing to do with it. As for the installation itself, it's a miniature replica of her snowboard, without the bindings.